In this video, I'm going to tell you how I'm learning to accept myself. An individual's acceptance of all of his or her attributes, whether it's positive or negative, is self-acceptance. Hi guys, my name is Priya. Welcome back to the channel. Self-acceptance is the ability to accept both your strengths and your faults without judging yourself. When I came to terms with the fact that no one is perfect and neither am I, it became easier for me to accept myself, all my flaws and strengths, everything that is positive or negative about me, instead of questioning myself, why am I like this, or judging myself for being a certain way. This doesn't mean all my flaws just disappeared at once overnight. It just means I understood myself better and improved my confidence in myself. The process wasn't that easy though. Accepting that you have a negative side. That is the most challenging part of this journey because we keep looking at ourselves as someone who is perfect, who knows everything about us, until one day that big bubble of us bursts and you come into terms with reality. I used to think studying well, getting good grades, getting a good job, degrees, all this is being perfect and this is what will make me happy, but it didn't. Because I wasn't accepting my inner self as I was. I was accepting an outer image I created for myself. But true happiness only comes when you accept yourself for who you are, what your inner self is. I failed to recognize what I was lacking, what my faults were. I had a fixed mindset about myself. I didn't see a reason why I need to grow, or I didn't recognize that there was any scope for growth in my life. Being a social creature, I always felt the need for validation, to be liked by everyone around me. Sometimes I wasn't myself with some people. I had to change my behavior when I was around them just to look good in their books. But was I comfortable? Was I happy? No. It never felt like I belonged just because I couldn't be myself. I feared being judged. This pressure suppressed my true, happy, cheerful, and outgoing nature. What I understood down the lane is even if you change everything about you for someone, they will always find fault. So why waste your time? Just be yourself. When you accept yourself as you are, there is no worry about what others are going to think about you. You will have more clarity on any situation and you will not be taking criticism too personally. But when you don't accept yourself, it can affect your health and well-being in a negative way. I went through stress, anxiety, and depression at different stages of my life because I didn't accept myself. Research also shows that people with low self-acceptance have less gray matter in their brain, which in turn makes them prone to more mental health problems. There was a point in my life when I struggled with having any good emotions. All I did was watch TV, work, and nothing else. I would end up comparing myself to other friends of my age, what they were doing with their life, what I was doing with my life. Having all these negative thoughts about me just made things worse for me. But self-acceptance helped me to understand my journey and change my view about my life and me. Most of us have moments like this. We have to decide what we are going to do about it, become more a negative or come out of it. It wasn't very easy to just flip my thoughts though, from negative to positive. It didn't happen in a moment, but with regular attention to my thoughts and feelings, acceptance finally happened. What did I do about it for this to happen? I made a conscious choice to forgive myself, whether for my past mistakes or for hurting someone. You may not be proud of something you have done, but make sure you acknowledge your mistakes and forgive yourself for what you have done and try to move on. It is hard, but this step is very important to accept who you are. You need someone to understand you when you are going through a low point in your life. Be that person during your difficult times. Talk to yourself like you would encourage a friend going through something similar. We all help others, support them, encourage them when they are feeling low, make them feel better, but I didn't think it was necessary for me to do the same for myself. Looking at things in a third person's view helped me to understand that I needed that care and support I gave to others. It helped me become more compassionate and understanding towards myself. There is a lot to do, a lot to achieve or solve in our life, but I started living one day at a time instead of overwhelming myself with thoughts, with worry, with guilt, or whatever it is. And this helped me take one day at a time, create a purpose for the day, do something which made me feel better about my problems or about my goals. I just did a little every day, which helped me feel that I'm getting an inch closer to solving my problems or achieving my goals. For example, take this YouTube channel. Unlike a lot of people who have a plan, I didn't have a plan or outline when I started. I just figured it out with every video I made without worrying too much whether it is going to be perfect or whether it's going to blow up. I just started and took one day at a time. We all have strengths that we choose to brush aside as something everyone does. But no, some things are unique to you. And I did the same. I never appreciated my talents. I thought everyone has them and there's nothing special about it. But when I started recognizing my unique abilities, I started appreciating myself as a person. So applaud yourself, your unique strengths, no matter how small or big they are. You may be a good listener. You might work hard even under pressure. Make a note of these good qualities and remind yourself of your strengths when you feel that you're not good enough. The biggest critic I had all along was me. I judged myself more than I should. I kept telling myself I wasn't good enough for YouTube. I kept believing my thoughts to be facts. But thoughts are never facts. It is just a thought. So when you feel something about yourself, pause and ask, what if one of your friends said the same thing about themselves? Will you just accept it or reason with them why it's not true? Do the same for yourself. When you ignore your inner critic and start questioning your inner critic, you start accepting who you are. Whenever I think about making a video for my channel, I'm not that confident about what to talk about or whether it's okay to talk about a specific topic, but I do it anyway, ignoring all my negative talk in the head. The struggle is real. It takes work, but I realize that your inner critic magnifies everything and even shows you things which don't exist. I'm a very reserved person, not open about my feelings, but choosing an inner circle of friends and family who I can be myself with strengthened me to look at my flaws without being too judgmental. When I spent more time with people who didn't try to change me or judge me for everything, I developed the strength to look at my flaws as something which can be changed and is not something which is fixed. Having a close group of people who let me be myself helped me accept myself more. Accepting your flaws and failures does not mean you're settling for less. I didn't settle for less. It just meant that I understood what I want to change about me, what to improve, and what didn't need improving. When I know what my limitations are, I dealt with failure better. Even if I was disappointed, knowing the reason for my failure and trying to do something different next time made me a stronger person. We need to constantly remind ourselves that our flaws, our mistakes, or our failures are just part of us being human. When we understand this fact and accept ourselves for who we are, it makes it easier for us to accept our imperfections and work towards making ourselves and our lives better every day. So I hope this video made you understand how I'm trying to accept myself and becoming stronger, more comfortable and more confident about myself. If you did like this video and you want to watch more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel and I'll see you in this video right here. Until then, you take care.